Ali Drew for Hennessy Sports, joined by Brett McGinty, who has just weighed in. How are you feeling about tomorrow night?
Really looking forward to it, Ali. That's the hard part over us now. Everybody looks forward to getting the weigh-in done and looking forward to getting refueled today now and ready to go tomorrow night.
Your opponent, Theodore Nikolov, is another last-minute change of opponent. How frustrating is it because that happened for your last fight as well?
Yeah. It is frustrating, but I'm just grateful that I have an opponent, because I know it's not very straightforward to get, especially foreign opponents, such last minute in the current climate. So I'm just grateful I'm fighting. As I say, as Ricky always says to me, you're never guaranteed, and you're never guaranteed to be fighting your opponent until he faces off you at the weigh-in. So now I know my opponent, we can have a bit of a look at him tonight, see what he does well, and see some things I can work on. And I know I've prepared very well, so I'm looking forward to putting on a good performance tomorrow.
Is that what you'll do tonight? You'll study his sort of previous fights?
We'll have a look at a few of his fights and see if anything stands out. You know what I mean? Anything we can use tomorrow night. Nothing overly major. At this stage of my career, it's about what I do. I just make sure that I'm in the best shape possible, which I know I am, because I've trained really hard. And regardless of who the opponent is, if I do my part, then I will put on a good performance. But as I say, we'll have a wee look. If anything stands out that we can work on tomorrow night, then we will do that. So it's all good.
So you're 2-0 now, looking to go 3-0 tomorrow night. You were last out in May, so what sort of things have you reflected back on from that performance? It was a great performance, but have you sort of adapted and changed anything since then?
Well, the most important thing for us now is to improve on each fight. My debut was a tough debut, but the performance wasn't overly great, to be honest. Maybe the debut nerves got in the way a bit there, but I feel like my last performance was an improvement from the debut, and I hope that tomorrow night will be an improvement from my last performance. And we're just looking to improve all the time, because I feel like I am improving every day in the gym, and I hope that reflects now in my performances, and I'm very confident I will tomorrow night, because as I say, I've trained really hard, always do, and we've put in some good work, so hopefully it'll shine through.
And are you noticing training in Ricky's gym, Ricky Hatton as your coach, and the guys that you're around in the gym, that it's every day helping your performance and growing in boxing? Especially
at the minute, the gym, to be honest, Ali's buzzing at the minute. You're looking at maybe 3-4 months ago, it was sort of like I was Hennessy Sports, so I wasn't too bad. I had fights coming up, whereas the other lads were kind of waiting around, had no dates, whereas now they all have dates. Brad's just signed a deal with Boxer. Ibby's fighting in October, and Chloe Watson, a girl from Liverpool who's joined us, she's also signed now with a promoter. So everybody's kind of buzzing. You know what I mean? Everybody's got fights coming up. I have a fights myself, mixed putting on top shows that I'm going to be involved in. So to be honest, the gym is buzzing, and I think that's going to reflect in everybody's performances, because we're all very positive around each other, and we're all training very hard.
And are you looking, providing you get through tomorrow night and you get the win, are you looking to be out again before the end of the year?
I think the plan is to be out now tomorrow night, obviously, and then 2 more before the end of the year. I think it's the 13th of November and the 11th of December, provided everything goes to plan and there's no hiccups in between. So the aim is to be 5-0 by Christmas, and if I can do that, it'll be a really, really positive year, all things considered. With the pandemic and whatnot, that would be a brilliant first year for me. Do you know what I mean? So that's the plan. Good solid win tomorrow night, and we move on to hopefully 2 more wins before the end of the year, and hopefully 5-0 by Christmas.
And then you'll be looking on next year to push on and really step up.
That's it. Because the fights are close together, I'm not sure. As I say to Ricky, it's up to him. If he wants me to move on to 6 again, I'm happy to do that. If he wants me to stay at 4 because the fights are close together, I'm happy to do that as well. But regardless, the aim is to finish the year on 5-0, and then we'll push on big time next year.
Do you take much time out in between the fights? They're quite close together, but will you have a bit of time after tomorrow night out at the gym?
I'll have a bit of time at home. Do you know what I mean? I'll go home and have a couple of weeks with my family, my girlfriend, and that, and then because we have a couple of dates coming up soonish after, I'll be back over to Manchester again and get things going. But I'm like everybody. I like a couple of weeks of downtime. You know what I mean? I like to relax as well, but it's that thing where I've been away from home, so I can I'll get back into it a wee bit in my amateur gym at home, but then I'll be back over in Manchester with Ricky and the lads probably after a couple of weeks.
Well, best of luck tomorrow night, Brett.
Thanks,
Thank
Ollie.
you.